Twice a year, vintage lovers from around the globe flock to Glendale, California to attend the LA Vintage Rendezvous, a unique event that invites attendees to leave their egos at the door and enjoy a laid-back, vintage shopping experience like no other. Now, this isn't to say that the event doesn't come without its moments of chaos, but Bidstitch was there to capture each and every one of them. Join us now to check out some truly unique pieces, including one of the most expensive hoodies we have ever seen.
Hi, I'm Bob Chatt, one of the co-promoters of the LA Vintage Rendezvous show. This started off in the back of my showroom with only 20 dealers and has grown into what we have it today, which I think is one of the premier Southern California events. My family are all antique dealers. There's pictures of me at the Rose Bowl in 1968 in a stroller, and I'm holding the flashlight while they're shopping. So I was doomed to come into this something in the collectible business. 1977, I started collecting military stuff. In the 80s, I was going to all the vintage clothes shops to buy military and then started buying bowling shirts. I started buying Hawaiian shirts. And then it got to the point where my building now is bigger than this whole complex of too much stuff. This piece here is probably one of my favorite pieces I have in my archives. It very rarely ever comes out. And what this is in 1941, the US Army had no camouflage. So it's called the 1941 Camo Test Trials. And there was 4 different jackets and trousers that were tested. This is the only one that's known to still exist out of that test. We've only ever found photographs. We've never seen another garment out of it. Rarity, it's beyond cool.
If you could ever assign any kind of value to it.
Well, I quoted somebody $15,000 earlier and they almost fell over, so I don't think that was the right price. You know, for a cool piece of history, this is amazing. This is a World War II Japanese-made jump jacket made in Sapporo, Japan, and it's made out of Jeep covers, like waterproof material. And after the war, the paratroopers still wanted to wear the jump jackets, so they started having them made locally in Japan. I've seen camouflage ones, I've seen brocade ones, gabardine, but this one's special, and I've never seen one that's embroidered. And what's really cool about this one, this is the guy wearing this jump jacket. And if you look at the belt buckle right there, you can match the belt buckle on this side. And to see when it has all the embroidery on it, it's just something you never see. I think I have it marked 12,000. A regular Japanese jump jacket's like 1,000, 1,500. This one's very special.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Mike Karberg from Bluemere Vintage. Well, this is a 40s World War II era flight school out of Texas. A little double V on that with a really crazy design of a cowboy breaking in a bucking bronco horse plane. And then this is interesting to me because I live in Indiana and this high school is about 100 miles from where I live. This 40s single V, the Rensselaer Bombers. That's kind of neat. I kind of got into a little bit of collection. I don't know if you could see it in the last year or so. This one, I've got it priced at $2,250, and this one I have priced at $1,150. So here I am with a couple different girl senior cord sets. Senior cords are unique to Indiana, the state of Indiana. The tradition of senior cords started at Purdue University in 1904. Here's actually a pair from Purdue. In 1949, the electrical engineer club, this guy identified his club, and then he decorated it and they wore it. By the 20s and 30s, it kind of seeped into high school. And so only seniors were allowed to decorate and wear their senior cords. The upperclassmen had all the privileges. This one's from 1969. It's pretty unusual in that it's a vest, which is very rarely seen, and then a nice girl's skirt underneath. Super colorful, and you can't beat a good Alfie Newman. This one over here is super unusual in that it's the first time I've ever seen a pair of girls' pants. Girls usually wore shorts or skirts, but Norma, her boyfriend must have been Max. She must have been a rebel because she had some pants here. I've got these valued at $2,350 for this set, and this one I have valued at about $1,850. And these guys I've got $1,750 on.
All right, so who are we here with?
Hueys stitches. Found a lot of these, all these in a bando together. This one was like the coolest one, but it's kind of fucked up in the collar. It's black on one side, blue on the other. And then So this was with that blue one, and it's just the Hawaiian that the dude brought back. And then these were like for the other family members.
And these are all together in the same house?
Yeah, these are all together in the same house.
Crazy. And what do you value the souvenirs and the Hawaiian?
$1,000 a piece on the souvenirs ain't too bad. Hawaiian, I'm gonna ask a bit more, probably like, I don't know, 1,200 to 1,500 maybe.
Is the Hawaiian like more rare than the souvenir probably?
For me, like I think it is just because like it's got a good pattern. It's got like geishas all over it. Like you can see like tons and tons of just stuff going on in this one.
What's going on? Mike Dominguez from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Got a 1950s corduroy car club jacket from Thelma. Really good condition. This one was found in New Mexico. Little Facebook market snipe. I think it was like 150, something like that. Some kid got it for 150 and then I ended up trading him some stuff. So I didn't, it was worth it. You know, I would have it valued at $800. And then right here we have some 1920s workwear, heavy whipcord pinstripe pants, some good features that you don't really see too often. Some nice, almost like silk lining. Yeah, very unique.
How'd you find those?
Just exploring around, you know. Was digging around and got an opportunity from a family to look through actually their old general store that they owned for, they said over 120 years. And there wasn't really too much in there, but in the attic there was a couple piles of dust and these were sitting there with a couple other pairs of pants. So it's pretty awesome.
And how much are those going for?
I would price these out at about $500 to $600, but some might price them more. You know, that's just my personal opinion. I like this stuff a lot, so just think it's cool, you know?
Yeah, so I brought a personal for me, 1930s one pocket Levi's Type 1 jacket. A little bit of fading, but a smaller size, so something for a woman. I mean, I'm seeing them online for crazy. I'm gonna ask 32. So I've almost never seen these with a jerky. These are a pair of 1950 Sears Roebucks. The most common that I see are probably the 60s over-dyed indigo versus the actual denim. These are a full salvage pair. Oftentimes it's just one side, so the other side would be seamed up. But the fact that the jerky is still intact is like really what makes these really unique. A lot of times this has already been washed off, wiped away, and later in the 60s they went to a plastic patch on the back. So it's really crazy this is still here. They're a great size, they're a good color, no issues. The last pair sold 2 years ago and they're the only pair I'm even seeing online for over $1,000. Realistically, I value them between 12 and 14. I would take 11 though.
What's up, y'all? My name is Decatur. I'm from Arkansas. I'm an Unusual Atmosphere. We're out here at Rendezvous today. Some of my favorite pieces, one of these is a frog skin. Normally you see the marine frog skin a lot more with like the metal buttons. This is actually an army version that has plastic buttons. You can see here different from the metal buttons you normally see. And the marine version was made to be worn inside out as well. While this is the same material, this one is only made to be worn this way. So pretty neat, small details. And then
what'd you have it valued at for today?
High, of course, because we're at Rendezvous. So I was asking $2,000, but you know, find me in the DMs if it doesn't sell. Unusual Atmosphere and negotiable always. And then my favorite piece already sold, but this is another good Sukajan from Japan, World War II era. Obviously 4 sides, 4 print. Nice to see the sleeves. And then this one also has the mountains on the inside as well with the tiger. So very unique. These are always super fragile, so it's nice to get one that in a good size that you can actually wear and appreciate. What would have happened is, you know, a soldier in the 40s would have gone over to Japan and they would have went to bring a souvenir home. So this is why you hear Sukajan, but also souvenir jacket is what they call it a lot. So sometimes you'll see them more personalized or less intricate, but this one being one of the more intricate ones with the sleeve embroideries as well. But yeah, this would have been something that, you know, a soldier would have probably had some pride in. He went and served his country and brought something back home, hung it up on the wall or wore it around town, and probably got passed down from family to family. And then this actually came out of Goodwill bins, so found its way to me. So I have this one at $1,800 today. So yeah, cool.
I'm Shay from That Good Old Shit. Welcome to our booth at Rendezvous. Got this Chainstitch jacket, 50s. It's got a good like plaid flannel lining. It's all cotton, good size too. You just don't see them too much, you know? And I feel like all of these are like kind of like personalized. They all have somebody's name and like the year they either graduated something or did something. So kind of just cool ones. They have a great look, and like I said, you just don't see burgundy too often. I'm asking $2,500. It's just a gigantic size, faded out, like once navy hoodie, all cotton. Yeah, just a really special one. You don't see them this size too often because people were smaller back then, and also the fits were just a lot smaller. So yeah, just rare.
Would you have something like that valued at?
I'm asking $1,200 on this.
And you'd say that's like an XL probably size?
Yeah, XL to double XL. It's honestly like big boy. Yeah.
So you had it at 12. Let's say if it was a size medium, what would you price it at?
Fully different price. It's like
Yeah.
$400 or $500 hoodie, depending where you're selling it. But yeah.
Cool. And how old is it?
50s, 60s, around there. It's all cotton, so it's around there. Yeah.
My name's Connor. Keep all my pieces. This is a 50s Lee 101J jacket. It's got like chain stitching like all over, but it's a really cool piece. Got it from an original owner or the family of the original owner. The grandpa attended Lee College in the 50s. Yeah, they unembroidered his name, but it's just a really cool piece in really good condition. Don't see anything like it really, so.
And if you had to put a value on it, what would you say?
I don't know. I would say like north of 1,800 bucks in this size. Could be more, could be less in the right hands, you know, I don't know.
Show us one of your best pieces in the booth today.
We have a split pocket lock hood double face hoodie from the later 1930s. Still has the champion tag if I don't rip it off. Has the Aspun on the back. Really big size. I'm a big guy and it, you know, true XL.
So why is this one rare compared to an afterhood?
Oh, it's pre-after hood.
If you had to put a value to it, what would you say?
I'd say 5 figures.
LA's Vintage Rendezvous was full of history and some amazing vintage pieces. Be sure to catch Bidstitch at the next one.
Bidstitch, it's hard.
Bidstitch. Bidstitch.